What's up? What's up? This is Uncle REG back at you. Get this straight now. What's up, folks? What's up, folks? Yeah, on this Wednesday, 2 more days and nothing. Shut down be for a whole month. This is bad. We gotta talk about it. Shut down. It's gonna be real out here, man. We're going to talk about the EBT and all that, and we're gonna talk about Tommy and Jeff's situation. I'm gonna put a couple of videos. Everybody basically, my take on it. He was live yesterday. Apparently, it was on Tommy. Jeff was over there. And they were going in on Jeff about some stuff he did back in the past when he was, you know, you can say always on Zoe show, Zoe Williams show, and Corey Holcomb. So we're gonna go ahead on that and stuff. You know, we're talking about some other things too. Now I'm on streaming on both channels. Now the other channel, my celebrity news, for some reason, you can't comment over there. You have to be a subscriber. So you have to subscribe. I try to change it back, but it's not. It seems like it's not working for some reason. I don't know what's going on. There's a couple of things I might probably call YouTube or something because going to the live studio and stuff, I can't set the mic. I don't know what's going on with it, but I have to call them about something. But anyway, on this channel here, you can subscribe. You don't have to be a subscriber over here to comment, but But we got Blue Marvel. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? And then I don't know who this guy is, but long time, man. What's up? Ain't seen you in a while. Yeah, man, it's about to get real out here, man, with this EBT cut, man, and people not getting paid. This time, nobody's getting paid. Nothing. Government job, whatever, parks, whatever, VA, employees, all those people is not getting paid. Hope that it don't go all the way to what they call it, Democrats. Now it's starting to get blamed. So we talk about all that. But first, I got to get into this Jeff stuff. You know, so last night I don't know. I just happened to sneak up on it. I guess apparently Tommy was on and Jeff was on there. They was arguing and some shit. And people called not Jeff on there. Angry man, everybody that was on there. And everybody was like had Tommy back, man, big time. I mean, these dudes, the Tommy fans, they straight crashing out for Tommy, man. I'm going like, damn, man, this is like some coach shit. The Angry man was doing the same thing and shit. I'm going like, you know, um, the hypocrisy with him is heavy, man. But it is what it is. But apparently, they was going at Jeff because they said that he's not a real supporter of Tommy and stuff. Because you back in the day, you was talking about him, and then you told some of his personal business that everybody knew about the girl. I think it had to do with him getting with this white girl. This is the time. Matter of fact, this is back in 2000. What, 15? Not 15, 17. It had to be 15, 16, 11. 2011, 12, somewhere around there this happened. I think. But it was when they was at the studio. They was filming at the guy's house. I think that's when Corey Holcomb and Zoe Williams they was doing the show together. Bobby Galantis. It was back then, so it had to be about 11 and 12, somewhere around there at the time. It was before I started doing content. I was doing music, but it was before I started doing content. I think. You know, um, yeah. But anyway, what happened is that I guess him and Tommy was tight, Jeff, and I guess he confided into him about how he fell with this white girl and did, and he almost wanted to kill himself because he caught the white girl that he was dating, living with, I guess, in the bed with another man or some shit. And apparently when Zoe and of course Tommy was over there on their show, and it was a big mess with the show because they had Tommy on the show, and Tommy didn't like it that he had to drive Zoe all the way around. He didn't have a car and stuff, and he felt kind of weird about it. That's an LA thing. You driving niggas around, and often niggas don't have cars and stuff, but they do that. They got everything going on, but they don't have a car. They got a whole bunch of money in their pocket. But Tommy didn't like that and stuff, you know. And then he picked up his daughter and stuff, Zoe's daughter and stuff like that, and all this stuff. This is before they did the show. But apparently they fell out and stuff, and then apparently Jeff told Tommy business to them, and they just blew it. You know, they put it out there. So Tommy brought all that stuff up, you know. I think in this live last night. Jeff trying to say sorry, but the thing is I don't understand why Jeff went over there in the first place, knowing that you had beef with him. You did all this. You should have stood 10 toes down and just sat there and just, you know, I'm not going over there. If you didn't like him, you got with Zoe. Zoe ain't over there. He ain't over with Tommy. And none of them people over there with Tommy. Because they don't like him. One thing with me, I said, fuck it. Fuck Tommy. You don't see me over there. I would listen to the show. I'll be listening to see what kind of bullshit is going to happen. But I'm not over there caping for him or nothing like that. So, you know, you got to stand 10 toes down. Jeff didn't. Maybe he did it because he needed views and needed subs, and maybe he thought those people, because they know, they find out that he's you could say in the industry famous and did this and did movies, people automatically sub to you. It don't work like that. Some people can do that. Some celebrities or so-called celebrities can do that, but some can't. And he's one of them that, you know, he just fell flat. You know, he didn't do anything since that time. Maybe he don't understand that, you know. Because man, Soul got a channel that got what 80,000, 100,000 subs. So I mean, he's doing it. But then he fell off with Zoe and which is ironic after this Tommy incident that happened on Zoe channel and Corey Holcomb channel. He fell out with Corey Holcomb. I'm gonna play that video and Zoe. But anyway, we're gonna play this video. Let's see. You want to say first EBT Section 8 a lot of like one. Yeah, I know. They cracking down on that's another thing that they talking about. They cracking down on Section 8 too. It's the time he got kicked off YouTube because he that's the algorithm. Yeah. Well, he's back on now. Yeah, he's back on. He's back on. Hope he'll be able to stay on. That's like I say, but I'm gonna play this video. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna play this first. This is just a short one here. I'm gonna play this first. Now this is when he said that he never been on Corey Holcomb's show. I remember this. It was like this is 6 years ago. Remember, this is 6 years ago. Like I was right. It was about 6 years ago. You know, 15. Yeah, just before I got on here, and I think he was on there a couple other times too. But this is when this Tommy situation blew up because Tommy was on the show. This is right after Tommy was on the show, and it didn't work out because he put Zoe on blast for picking up his daughter. He had no money. I had no money, and they was in a house. I think they was doing a thing out of a house, and then they went to the storage unit. I don't know where they at now. And so, he got his job back into the studio, back in K-Day, the old K-Day station. There's a radio station there. So they don't really play music. This is more talk radio now there, But yeah, he got his old thing gig back over there. So that's what he been doing since then. But anyway, let's play this.
Lion can never make peace with the hyena.
Why you fuck niggas, dog?
Once a dude shows me that his man code is watery.
Why you fuck niggas, dog?
Now, this is why Tommy got mad at him because of this. He got on Corey Holcomb talking shit about Tommy when he was friends with Tommy at one point and confided in him on some personal stuff that he put out there to these guys. But anyway, let's continue.
What do you mean by a watery man code?
Okay.
What's a watery man code?
Why you fuck niggas, dog? Oh, go ahead.
It's very simple. I say what I mean. I do what I say. The only reason I'm here, and you're right, Tommy. You didn't
Tommy
say,
just said you hurt his feelings.
Well.
You heard Tommy feelings. Okay. This is classic shit here, man. This Corey Holcomb. This here back then. This was classic. Corey Holcomb here, man. You can't beat this. Line up the heads. Zoe Williams, Darlene, Barry Glanton. Not very, God damn. Glanton. I forgot his first name. But anyway, classic lineup. And then Freeze too. After Glanton left.
Get out your feelings, you fucking...
Let me put it out there.
That nigga hurt your intestines going raw hard.
This nigga's made of diaper fabric. Nigga, this nigga's soft as cotton.
I'm only here because you came against my friends, Tommy.
See, there you go. I'm only here because you came against my friends. And now he was on his show apologizing to him for what he said. But then after this, both of them, all of them fell out with Jeff. That's why they were over there mad at Jeff. And then he went live, I guess. He went live after they trying to explain. But this is what it is right here.
I have many friends because I'm an asshole. I don't have many friends. I don't hang out with motherfuckers. You don't see me in the street because my man code does not allow for shit like this.
I heard you only take big missionaries,
nigga. You don't get to get on the internet and talk about this man's business like you really was waiting.
First off, you don't even know it.
That you don't know. You don't get to do that.
So he was talking about his business that the Tommy was talking about him, how he had to pick him up and so he had no car. He had to pick up his daughter and he fed him and stuff and all that. And Tommy felt like he got used and stuff. And then the show didn't work out. I think he was on the set trying to record when they were recording, and Corey and them got mad because, wait a minute, you can't be sitting there and nobody tell you can record for your show at the same time. I remember this shit. I was there. We were watching this shit. And I wasn't reporting on it back then because I wasn't doing content. But this was like 1 year, basically 1 year before I started doing content. But anyway, let's continue.
I heard the nigga only take big missionary, so his legs could be in front, he could push niggas back. He's like, fuck that, you ain't gonna hurt me while I'm out here in LA, nigga.
Wow. You don't like black women because they can't fuck you.
Look at what you just said. I hope this show on, goddammit. I heard you fuck niggas with your socks on because you ashamed of the pink part of your feet. Nigga. He like, God only made my feet light skinned. My feet pink at the bottom.
Now, back in the day, they was calling him Crispy Tommy. See, a lot of the people, I don't know if they know. I don't know. A lot of the people that's on Tommy Show now, they complete dick riders, 100%, man. It's unbelievable how he turned these guys into fanboys and stuff, already. Because I know what's going to happen with Tommy, and all these people that's down with him. Remember, Fatty was over there, and then he fell out, and then now Jeff, and then it's probably eventually Angry Man, and the rest of them will fall out of it. And once Tommy get up to his numbers, he back again. He's going to go back to doing what he used to do, same audience. That's it. So y'all niggas are gone. He's using, I guess the slide will say that he was head of the Chicklet circuit, but I think he's using the Chicklet circuit to come back up. Now, if you make it, hey, it is what it is. He's trying to get his old crowd back. I told you that already. He's out for himself. And he's monetized now, so y'all really in trouble, Tommy. But anyway, man, let's continue.
This is the best part of my body. My pink feet and my pink gum.
This nigga headshot with his pink foot in the head.
This will tell you where you are, Tommy.
Here's Jeff talking shit too.
It's 3 niggas coming at you really hard right now. Find 2 niggas with shows that outside of you that'll say something back. You can't, because like my man said, you alone.
You alone. Okay. But Tommy was always... Okay, that's it. That's one down. Let me play this. I'm going to play this other one here. Tommy always been alone. Cynical one, what's up? What's up? What's up? Let's play this other one. They're going in there. This is more recent. Now this is Corey going at Tommy. Now Jeff, this is more recent. I think this is like 3 years ago. Oh, they put it out 3. How long is it? 3 years? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But anyway, let's go.
Black Power rally.
Tommy Sotomayor.
Got stole on at a Black Power rally. On everything I love. It's on the internet. Bitched out, got loud. Hey, man, get up on me. Then went in the alley with his camera, because that's what he do. These motherfuckers don't know who the fuck I am, nigga. I beat their ass. That nigga was tough as hell in that alley. That little street by itself. These niggas like this, man, this is what I get. This is part of how my life goes. These motherfuckers be trying to start some shit with me.
How do you know this nigga?
It almost happened with me.
And I want to hear about that, Craig, because it's important that you tell me about that. Yeah. I know this nigga because I didn't know him one day. He called me and I let him do an interview. And after that, I didn't know who he was.
He interviewed you?
He interviewed me on the phone.
Okay.
Because he always recording everything.
Because I ain't know.
See, there you go.
Nigga, look, I wish that nigga would try to say that ain't him. Nigga, I got all the information to show us you, bitch, nigga, but you ain't going to say that shit to my face, bitch ass nigga. That motherfucker, he lied one day in some interview and said, oh, Corey saw me on Hollywood Boulevard and was like, oh, hey, TJ. I don't know you by TJ, you bitch ass nigga. I call you Sissy Mayor. And I didn't see you on Hollywood Boulevard. I was in my car. Everybody who know about Hollywood Boulevard, they got them big things up when it be crowded out there. I couldn't get out my car, but I was looking for the nigga because he was talking shit. I was like, damn, look at that whole ass nigga right there. I rolled the window down. I was like, what's up, man? That nigga had the camera just like this. Hey, everybody, there go Corey Hofer. Bitch ass motherfucking niggas. But that's just one example. The whole.
So, now you probably see why I ain't fond of him whenever was, because y'all never seen the type of, all these dudes that's on this show is new dudes that came in around 2015, maybe 17, maybe just recently, in the last 2 years and shit. They don't know. None of them know. You gonna get burnt by this nigga. Simple as that. People wonder, well, why you go at him, Reg? Well, what do you mean? Everybody else went at him. It's some bullshit. But, it's all good. It's just, he's just trying to get his shit up, and he found some new motherfuckers that he can use to come up. Now, that's all. Angry Man know better. He know better. He started with 2050, so he knows better. But then he probably wanted to be hanging with Tommy because he looked up to him because he was the first one on his red pill shit, on his SPE shit, on his BBF shit, and he is their father. It's like they said on the show. Angry Man took offense to that when they said that you were Tommy's son. He is. Majority of the 90% of the black manosphere is, except for a few. 90% of them are Tommy's son. Simple as that. They got the inspiration by looking at him first. Simple as that. Admiring another man and shit. Hey, it's all good. It's all right. But that's what it is. But anyway, let's continue.
Ass game nigga recorded what I said on the phone, but he was acting like he a real nigga. Next thing I know, his video takes our phone conversation out there. All these niggas is weirdos, man. Yeah. If they ain't weirdos, they homosexuals. I peep you. I'm just glad I ain't no motherfucking nigga could just walk right up on. Yeah. I'm glad I ain't the type of nigga that walk right up on. Craig had his show. The first time I came to your show was me and Zoe had that fallout, which was unfortunate, because I love Zoe Williams. Yeah. Let it be known. I don't give a fuck what no motherfucker say, and I believe he knows that, and it's vice versa. Anybody?
Okay, that's it for that. And then now we're gonna go where Corey Holcomb go off on Jeff. That's when they fell out. This is what they was talking about on Tommy's show, that them niggas fell out with you, straight up and down. And remember when they saying these are my two friends? You coming at all three of us. Remember the video I just played? But get this. Let me play this right now. Okay, let's go.
Man, I had a busted ass comic who the last thing he was on was Star Search. When did Star Search come out?
Oh, whoa, shit. Stop.
That was the last thing I saw him do.
80.
He said my show is the Jerry Springer show, this busted ass nigga.
Damn.
This nigga said
I hope I don't get no copyright for this, but if it do, I'll straighten that happen to get rid of the music. But anyway, let's go.
I put you in my movie. This whole ass nigga ain't got no movie. You lied to try to make me look bad. Where your movie, nigga? Ain't nobody finna get
They was just friends. He's crashing out for him, and then maybe he is a snake. Maybe Jeff is a snake. And Tommy them would have a point. Because this was, I don't know how long this was. But let's just play it over again, man. Let's play it.
Star Search come out.
Oh, whoa, shit. Stop.
Was Star Search. I had a busted ass comic who the last thing he was on was Star Search. When did Star Search come out?
Oh, whoa, shit. Stop.
That was the last thing I saw him do.
80.
He said my show is the Jerry Springer show, this busted ass nigga. This nigga said, I was gonna put you in my movie. This whole ass nigga ain't got no movie. You lied to try to make me look bad. Where your movie, nigga? Ain't nobody finna give you no movie budget, you marginal talent ass nigga. All these niggas, I got the receipts right here with the nigga.
Jeff's getting cooked out here. Now, question is why he's over there with Tommy. Like I said, knowing that this shit was gonna come out. And Tommy, it's like Corey, they don't forget. And the people that be watching Tommy don't forget. They know. But anyway, let's go.
Nigga calling me, begging to be on the show. But my show, the Jerry Springer show. I got the shit right here in the phone. Cause I don't talk to the nigga that much. All I gotta do is punch his name up. It ain't no long text of me and him going back and forth. It's just text to him, Corey, I wanna be on your show. But then when some shit go down, oh, fuck you, Corey, it's the Jerry Springer show. Dog, man, fuck all you motherfuckers, nigga. Watch me and John.
No, I forgot what happened between them two. You know, that they fell out. I don't know. It probably stemmed from the Tommy incident and some other shit. You know, but he left before Zoe. But he probably said something that he shouldn't have said, and that's what it was. Anyway, let's continue.
I know it just hurts seeing me motherfucking talk this shit every week. And motherfuckers watch it.
Okay, that's it. That's all we got on that. Alright, let me get back over here. Okay. First, I looked up to the sheet David Carey and Anna Carey. By the way, the Honorable Society mentioned that a lot of Anglo men, black men, were in the manosphere. And you might be right about that, man. Or widows one. You can't sit there and be talking about black women and not have some sort of adverse effect. Some adverse effect that affected you when you was coming up or something. Some woman who did something, or something happened. You know, that's crazy. Unless you just straight doing it for money. You know. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna mention no names, but then some of these guys, they didn't. If they had got the right woman, they wouldn't be on here. A lot of them. If they got that right woman they wanted, they probably wouldn't be over here talking about no black women or women at all. And shit. They'd be somewhere else. Yeah. But anyway, Jeff, like I said, he got called out on Tommy's show about this with Corey Holcomb and Zoe Williams. Him. And the question is that what is he doing over in these spaces in the tombs? Trying to get views, trying to get subs? It gotta be. But I don't think it's working. Maybe he's still hoping that, he get a big enough YouTube channel, someone in Hollywood will see him and put him in a movie. This is all him trying to get. Maybe he's over here just trying to come up so he can get back into Hollywood. I don't know. But people called him out. Corey Holcomb, and Tommy. And Tommy fans you saw last night on that show. So it is what it is with him. So I always find it strange with him. I said, wait, over here. It's red pill spaces, all this. You agree with that shit. You don't agree with none of the talking points. You agree with none of the talking points, anything like that. City and the Black Matters for point. You don't agree with none of that shit. Come on now, man. Crazy. What I'm doing just to get good views, subs. Yeah, I guess you try to get Anger Man to come on his show after he did the Tommy show. Hopefully he come over. That man gonna go over there. But he didn't. She tell you something already, man. Shit. But anyway, I had to talk about that. I was debating not talking about something. I'll play a couple of videos. So anyway, now we got to go ahead and talk about government shutdown. It's going down. Word is out. It's official. Nobody's getting no EBT until the shutdown is over. They send the notices out. Call on the phone and check your stamps, your food card, or whatever. Message pop up. Boom. That's it, folks. It's gonna be hell to pay. What are these people gonna do? Because we know some of them, get a couple $1,000 food stamps, or then they take some of it, sell it to get money and stuff. All that shit stop. All that shit stop. All that shit stop. Now the question is, how long is it gonna go? I think that maybe somebody make a deal at the 11th hour, the 31st, and then everything will be cool. Everything will be open up again. If not, if the Democrats let this go, because remember, right now they blame the Democrats. I'm gonna play some videos in a minute. They're blaming the Democrats now. I knew this was gonna happen. First they were blaming Trump, but now because they was hoping, the Democrat was hoping, Chuck Schumer was hoping that there'd be so much pressure that he would just give in. He ain't giving in. Just what he said. I told you, he's playing that Trump ain't playing around no more. You used to try to get your Uber hustle on, yeah. I hear you. I'm back selling again. Shit. You got your Uber, I'm back selling again. Shit. I'm doing okay. Shit. I'm back selling the eBay, which I should have never stopped. So, keep that shit going. I'm cool. So, hold on real quick. Let me get me something. Give me a refill. All right, I'm back. Yeah, but like I said before, yeah, man, it's about to get dirty out in these streets, man. I want to see what's going to happen on the 1st. When people don't see no sign, because already the notice is out, so they already know they're not getting it on the 1st. So you got about 2 days to try to adjust, find some other way to get some money, because it ain't gonna be no Thanksgiving dinner unless they, come to agreement the next couple of days after the 1st, which I'm thinking that they might do that. because I think that the Democrats think that Trump is going to let this shit go. We're going to see what's going to happen. But right now, they're actually really blaming the Democrats on this now. They could make it, say, just go ahead and make the deal, sign the deal, and that's it. Forget about it. You can fix the healthcare thing later. Do a separate deal on that, which they should have did anyway. But anyway, let's go ahead and play. Let me see. I want to make sure to play one first. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna play what all the people are saying about the food stamps first. Let me get this. Oops, not that. Okay. Well, let's go.
And food stamps and SNAP benefits and stuff like that, thinking to themselves, oh,
November will predominantly hurt black people. Several bigots and misinformed people have also went on to use this stereotype as a way to wrongfully tarnish the image of black people in America. Now, as we approach the November...
Okay, let me go ahead and do this.
Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba.
this whole time, Meemaw can't eat. Meemaw not gonna be able to get
Who is Meemaw? I don't know. Understand that Meemaw can't.
no Thanksgiving dinner this year.
As you should know by now, it would be announced that food stamp benefits will not be given out next month due to the ongoing government shutdown. The current withholding of funds will affect 43 million SNAP users across the country, which costs the U.S. Department of Agriculture $8 billion per month to run. For some Americans, it has been assumed that SNAP being ended for November will predominantly hurt black people. Several bigots and misinformed...
That's wrong. A lot of these Mexicans and white people, especially white people, is going to be hurt big time. That's one thing. Just see, the problem with the racism is that the racism blind a lot of them to the truth, to the facts. Black people will find a way, but these white people, they're the ones going to be hurt, man. That's why I say that they're going to have to get it on. And somehow, I guess the Democrats will feel the same thing. Think, oh, this is going to hurt black people. Or maybe they're doing it trying to get black people to, because they complain, then people will do something. I don't know. But anyway, let's continue.
Informed people have also went on to use this stereotype as a way to wrongfully tarnish the image of black people in America. Now, as we approach the November food stamp shutdown, many black people have taken to social media to air out their reactions to the news, and many would point out that poor white Americans will be the ones predominantly affected.
There's a white person right now reading the news about them cutting food stamps and SNAP benefits and stuff like that, thinking to themselves, oh, these not gonna be able to eat in November. Good riddance. Whole time, Meemaw can't eat. Meemaw not gonna be able to get no Thanksgiving dinner this year.
Oh, that's what she was talking. Okay, my bad. I thought she was speaking like that. Or she was trying to mimic a white person, a white cracker down south. Anyway, let's go.
To me, the only logical response to the government canceling SNAP benefits is for Americans to cancel the holiday season. Close the wallets. Close the wallets. You don't need to buy a turkey. You've had turkeys for the last how many years? You're good to skip a year. Black Friday hasn't Black Friday and I don't know how long. The deals suck. You don't need a new flat screen. You already got one from last year. Your kids have tablets, they have toys, they have electronics. They'll be good to miss out on 1 year. They'll be okay. It makes no sense for, in response to the government taking food off people's tables, for us to then open our wallets and continue the economy as if nothing is wrong. It's time for a cop boy of the holiday season. The time of year where corporations make the most money, yeah, shut it down.
Oh, she got a point? I don't know. I don't think a lot of people agree with her. They made a valiant effort, but I don't think too many people agree with that. You know, people still want to do this against.
I'm the only one that thinks that in the final hour, Trump is going to come and save the day with the SNAP benefits.
That's what I'm thinking too. I agree with what she said. I'm glad someone said something logical. I think that they might go to the 11th hour and do something. Or if they don't do it, they do it on November 1st. I can probably bet on that. Anyway, let's go.
I mean, I honestly think that he causes all of these issues and all of this drama and trepidation, and then he comes in and acts like he's the savior, and then his base is like, oh, praise be, oh, Trump, let me grovel at his feet and suck his balls. And so I honestly, in my heart of hearts, believe that October 31st, there's going to be some, something is going to happen where they will have found some money. They will reappropriate funds, and people
I agree with her on
who
that.
are in need of these SNAP
I agree with her on that.
benefits will get their benefits. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I truly believe that they're not going to allow this to happen. And the only reason they're not going to allow it to happen is because of the wealthy people, because Walmart, so many people who shop at Walmart are on SNAP benefits. Walmart is this, $1 billion company. They're not going to let Walmart go without money.
Not only that, this is all these grocery stores. I forget. Right now, I went to the store. It was kind of light. Usually, it's a lot of these sisters, a lot of people that work there already had their cool card put in their, put on their card, so they at there shopping. Nothing. It was light as hell. How long do you think they're gonna go on for? Another month or 2 months? Oh hell no! Motherfuckers be filing for bankruptcy out here, man. Especially Thanksgiving. No Thanksgiving dinner. So much people spend money on food on Thanksgiving. Oh no! Remember, you gotta understand. There's a lot of people that is still furloughed. All the government people got government jobs, government contracts. They're on furlough right now. The military don't get those. I don't know if the military gonna get checked in. I know they found some money for the military, but they might not find no money for the military this month. So what about all them people? You got 40-something people that getting the stamp. Not, but you got all these people that's not getting a check because of the government shutdown too. So you might as well tack on another 50 million or 30 million, something like that. That's shit. Come on now. Anyway, let's continue.
Money. They're not going to let the rich go without their money. They could care less about the poor people, like that. They don't care. They care about the wealthy people and that money not going back into those businesses. So maybe it's wishful thinking, but I truly, in my heart of hearts, believe that there's going to be something that saves the day and SNAP benefits will not be impacted.
Y'all help me out with this math problem. America is about 60% white. White households make up 45% of people on SNAP benefits, food, government assistance. Black folks, about 13% of the population, and they are 25% of these SNAP users' government assistance. So when people say black folks are gonna have to work harder now that benefits are getting cut, the math isn't mathing for me. So let's continue. If the majority of people on assistance are white, then who exactly needs to work harder? No numbers there. And while we're talking about hard work, black women are statistically the most educated group in America, yet still earn less and owe more in student loans than almost anyone else. So maybe the issue was never about working harder. So maybe it was about who this country decides to reward or not, or who gets to struggle, and who it punishes for surviving.
Now, to minimize further speculation on who will be impacted by this, a black woman who works for her local food stamp department would confirm the news that black people aren't the main ones at her office.
I'm okay with being flamed in my comment section for saying this, but somebody...
Right. I'm trying to tell you, it's more of them. You'd be surprised how many Indians and other immigrants that's on it, you know, for real though. You'd be surprised. All that making black people the face. Remember, black people been the face of welfare for the EBT food stamps for what, decades? Shit, man, shit. Oh, ha, he. But then, how can you say ha, he when you on it too? And you getting it, and now it's shut down. Now you crying. They crying. Probably in their house, they crying. They don't know what to do. And some of them actually can't work. They can't work and can't do this because they got ailments. You better open this goddamn government back up. That's it. Anyway, let's go.
I need to say it because I keep seeing it all over the place. A lot of my clients, they're not black. A lot of the clients that are calling and cussing me out, they're not black. A lot of the clients that are showing up to the office and showing their tail, they're not black. The ones on the phone getting upset saying, how am I going to feed my kids? They're not black.
Damn.
I know y'all love some context in the video, but I think that's enough context for y'all.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of his largest financial services companies. Like, he's so much more than Saquon Barkley.
I'm also Saquon Barkley.
Oh, man.
The reported fact that white Americans represent 36% of those on food stamps. As suggested and even reported by many others, poor white Americans are the main recipients of SNAP benefits across the country. One user on TikTok would even share a line of white Americans waiting at a food bank in an attempt to find other ways to feed themselves before the upcoming food stamp shutdown. Her message was simple: voting for Trump may have backfired. The user would go on to write, I went to volunteer at the pantry today. MAGA lied to you. These people voted for Trump and they're in line for food. They aren't the typical immigrant, even though their ancestors were. They aren't black welfare queens or recipients either. Racism hurts the people who are racist, and it ultimately affects everyone in the country. There's a divide among us, but we're never going to get out of this hell without helping each other. Now, as mentioned throughout this report, black people are not the predominant user of food stamps in America. Even though this has been reported, some races have still weaponized the current climate against black people in this country and are now using AI as a way to mislead others. One user on X would write, they're using AI to make videos of black women yelling about their EBT cards on TikTok. They were always going to come after us first with AI. That's why it's AI, and I need you all to stop using it for real. She would then share a video of TikTok user Show Tools AI breaking down the trend of using AI to make it appear that black women are the poster childs of food stamps. Some are now labeling the trend AI blackface.
This is AI. Here's how we know and why it matters. It's made by impossible_ASMR1 who...
It's crazy, man. Well, you know they was going to do this. You know they was going to do this. As long as you know what they're doing, what the game they're trying to pull and stuff, trying to use you as the poster, because I think they just don't want white people to realize that they are the minorities. And once they, because it's going to be a riot. And I think Trump and them will lose their support. Once white people find out that we the poor, we're the minorities in this country, we the ones fucked up, we're getting hit over the head, you taking all the money, you taxing us, you giving us this low pay. And when they put these factories up over here, the people, especially if it's from Japan or anything else, they gonna hire their own people like they did with that Korean plant over there. Kia Korea plant, they hired all their people there. They're immigrants. Or they're gonna put robots in there. So you're not gonna have that job. When white people, their own racism is turning against them. This is what you seeing now. And they too racist to see the light. And by the time they realize it, they're not gonna be able to do anything about it except riot. Riot. Anyway, let's continue.
After 8 failed slot posts and a 3-month break, decided that Sora could finally make their dream content. Videos of black women trying to use EBT in places it's not accepted. True creativity unleashed by AI. The shutdown created an opportunity to have them yell at the camera, but it's not till the whole family's back there that the full racist stereotype is fulfilled. This is rage bait and will get angry commenters who, when they learn it's AI, will say, oh, but it's true anyway? Which of course it's not, and that's cope for being played. They were so played they didn't notice the kid missing half an arm while the other kids are frozen in place for no reason. And these down
Yeah, one thing about the AI is that they haven't perfected it to the point where sometimes you see your arm kind of missing or arm kind of like going into the body to come out the end, maybe 3 fingers, 1 finger real short or something. You know, I mean, you can if you pay attention, it's not perfected to the point where it's like, you know, it's no flaws. It's always some flaws in it. Right now, at least.
here are warping together. It's part of the same problem, casually letting our feed slip into fake, parallel AI universes that exist only to divide us.
So let's talk about it more in the comments below. How important is it to let people know that white Americans make up most of SNAP users, and who is to blame for this current food stamp shutdown? Stay up to date for the latest news and comedy culture.
Oh, that's it for that. Get rid of that. So let me see. Okay, nobody say anything. Okay, this one. Okay, let me see what Blue Marble said. Okay, Trump is not a Democrat or Republican, he's a businessman. But exactly. I'm glad you said that. He's a businessman. I told you a long time ago, man, you let him in, you're gonna have some problems. Because he's not a politician, he's a businessman. Once he find out how shit works, that's it. Now it took him one term to figure out what was really going on. Now he knows what's going on. He's doing what he's supposed to do. That's why I was against him the first time, putting him in, not because of seeing having a problem with the, little prejudice stuff he did with the hotel, and the casino. He didn't want no black dealers in the front. He put them in the back and stuff because he figured the clients would feel some kind of way, losing their money to a black man. And all that goddamn bullshit, this real prejudice, little old prejudice shit. He picked it from his father, old school, that shit. And then with the housing thing, a lot of them do that housing thing to black people. It's like a rite of passage. It's just, jerk a black person who have come to housing. Crazy, but a lot of them got sued and got put out there right now. So at least that is kind of subsided. So we was a victim of that same shit, back in the day. If things went well, correct, I still had a house. Probably would have sold it by now. I had another house. But anyway, that's another story for another time. But anyway, let's see what most of them. Okay, everyone on the most functions is usually the same. On the planet without college degrees, with or without college degrees. Let's see. It's the white folks that are crazy out here at the DHS and the food stamp office. And you're right about that. Damn. Okay, let me play this other one. I'm gonna play this short one here. This is a short one for Mike. Okay, let me play this real quick.
Now, they're trying their very best to somehow blame Republicans for the forthcoming healthcare crisis that they themselves created. by way of just very quick review for the record, because they're trying to obscure this as well. Let's remember the true origins of the boondoggle that is American healthcare under Obamacare. Democrats wrote that bill. They passed it into law without a single Republican vote. During the COVID pandemic, Democrats created temporary Obamacare credits, again, without a single Republican vote. Democrats then voted to extend those credits. They set the expiration date on it. And then when they held the majority in the Senate, it was Democrats who chose not to extend those credits beyond this year. Now, as we approach their own self-imposed expiration date, now they are breathlessly insisting to you, and on all the interviews, that somehow it's a Republican crisis. Give me a break. The facts are the facts. Now.
Okay, I'm gonna play the other one now. So you got it, where they try to put all this on the Republicans. It's not their fault. So let me go ahead and do this. Okay, so let's play this one here.
Speaker Johnson has gone on a rampage against Chuck Schumer and the Democrats, blasting their list of demands in order to reopen the government. The latest unhinged demand is $4 million worth of funding for a global LGBTQIA+ awareness campaign.
Things like $4 million for global LGBTQI+ awareness campaigns around the world. $4 million for the LGBTQI+ democracy grants in the ball.
What is the Democrat obsession with the LGBTQ? What is this? You know, they give them all of some of that money can go to black people. This and that. Black community or whatever. This and that. Not to those old funky black leaders out there that want a handout. We're talking about some real, doing some real stuff. To a program. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Balkans. They want $2 million for feminist democratic principles projects in Africa. We're not doing that. But again, the question is why? Why?
I'm trying to figure out why too. You're gonna give money from a country that's 20,000 miles away for some bullshit LGBTQ projects. It's insane. I think it's just a slush fund, man. Gotta be. Wasting money. Wasting your money.
This sounds crazy. It is. Why would they do this? And what we saw on vivid display over the weekend was the re-emphasis of this fact. This is motivated purely out of fear.
This is only the latest after weeks of equally as unreasonable demands from Schumer and the Democrats, including $1.5 trillion in new blowout spending on initiatives like free healthcare for illegals.
Just look at the
that's bad. Why would you do that? Free healthcare for illegals. They're not even citizens. The citizens are supposed to be getting free healthcare, not them. What is the reason to give them free healthcare? What, to work them? The death or something? Slave labor? You don't want to pay American workers, what, $20 an hour or something. You don't even want to pay them $15. You want to pay them back like $8, $6 an hour. You paying your illegal aliens, yeah. You forget all that, man. It's stupid. Anyway, listen to me.
List, the hostage list that Chuck Schumer filed weeks ago, his demands that he said have to be met before he'll even open up the government again. $1.5 trillion in new unrelated spending Chuck Schumer demanded, including, yes, eliminating all the verifications so that illegals will get taxpayer-funded health care. That's in Chuck.
That's crazy, man. Get taxpayer-funded health care? That's insane, dog. That's crazy. Some Americans that being here don't even have health care or have proper health care. You need to fix them first. Get the legal. Who cares about them? You need to fix the people that's here. Get them health care. Proper health care. Then you take all that money then. You'll have enough money. It's crazy.
Chuck Schumer's bill. Chuck Schumer guts the $50 billion rural hospital fund to give taxpayer-funded health benefits to illegals in his hostage demands. That's not going to happen. And so when are we going to have a rational conversation? When are Democrats going to actually become serious in this discussion where they say, let's open up the government and start talking about our differences, about how we're going to get this country back on track?
But Donald Trump is not having any of it, maintaining he will not move an inch in ceding to Schumer's demands.
Well, I think it's a shame that it's shut down because we have the greatest economy, as you were saying before. We have the greatest economy in the world right now, by far, the United States. We have almost 18, now it was 17, now it's $18 trillion being poured into our country, and it's no time for shutdowns. I don't think it's affecting what we're doing, but it's too bad for a lot of people. We have a lot of good people that aren't working right now that should be, and it's because the Democrats want to try and renegotiate a deal that they had negotiated. They want $1.5 trillion given to illegal immigrants who came into the country, and it's going to hurt the health care of citizens of our country that have been paying into it, that have been working hard for it, that really deserve it. So we're never going to do that. It's not going to happen.
But Chuck Schumer is not relenting. Just hours ago, Chuck Schumer blocked the clean continuing resolution, which would allow federal employees to continue being paid. This has led to the largest federal workers union to break ranks with the Democrats. And
yeah, that's right. The union just the other day broke ranks. I'm hearing that what's that congresswoman, the Congress representative Alina Omar, she's actually defending Trump. I should play that video. Because she was overseas and stuff, and they started talking about Trump, and she started to do it. So the Democrats are losing their people. They're losing sight. But the unions yesterday broke rank, saying that, hey man, you got to open up the government. The union saying, fuck this shit. I mean, try to make a deal, but you got to open up the government right now. You can make a deal later. They just want the people back working and getting paid. That's what that is about. And I don't blame them either. Shit.
And call for an end to the shutdown so all their members can be paid. The president of the American Federation of Government Employees, Everett Kelly, wrote a stern statement shared with NBC News saying, "It's time to pass a clean continuing resolution and end this shutdown today. No half measures and no gamesmanship. It's time for our leaders to start focusing on how to solve problems for the American people, rather than on who is going to get the blame for a shutdown that Americans dislike." The pressure from their allies in the union has the Democrats spooked.
Hearing from this union, as you said, Everett Kelly, you called him a good leader, hearing them effectively side with Republicans and the president, does that have an impact on you?
Of course it does. I felt strongly for this union. Everett's a friend and is doing a good job, but we also feel strongly for these families and the possibility that other Republican actions are going to be closing hospitals and clinics and nursing homes across this country. This is a crisis situation. We should resolve it as quickly as possible.
It does not change the strategy that Democrats have employed so far when it comes to this shutdown, stare down.
No, as a matter of fact, I think we can resolve this matter as soon as the president's willing to sit down with Republican leaders and Democratic leaders.
Schumer and the Democrats are being blasted for leaving federal workers in a state of desperation, like this worker who has been forced to line up for food banks. Federal workers bleeding.
That's crazy, man. Some people just going to these food banks. Now, I've been to a food bank, and I'm telling you, that's not the type of food you want to eat, man. That shit, it's no. You might get lucky, get something good here and there, but as far as nutritious, no. You know, if you get there late or something, you're gonna get all the rotten shit. It ain't no good. You know, I mean, it's a bear. Standing in line, you gotta give them. You get what they give you. It's not something you can pick out or something like that. And then you got people that work in the food bank. They get all the first deal on the food. pack it in their car first and then they open up. But if this shit goes down, go past the first. If they don't come up with a deal, this could go past the first. They're gonna be raiding those food banks, man. They're gonna be raiding them. If they see the workers, the people in there is gonna see the workers take the good stuff food, they're gonna rush them. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. And the food banks is gonna be, they're gonna be empty anyway. Give it by I say 2 weeks. If the shutdown go to November the 15th, it's gonna be hell out here, man. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell out here, dog. For real though. Because we're not just saying this to SNAP people. It's the people who is on furlough that's they're not getting a paycheck right now. Their employees and all that. Everybody that's affected by the shutdown. They at the food bank. But anyway, listen to me.
In long lines at this food bank in southern Maryland.
I would have never thought in a million years that I would have been in this position to have to go to a food bank.
But while Schumer and the Democrats are playing politics with the livelihoods of the American people, J.D. Vance is carrying on with his job and thankfully announced that he has secured a way for military personnel to be paid this week, despite the shutdown, according to Bloomberg.
Okay, let me go rid of that. But now I'm going to play this one with Anton Daniels. Let's see. It said Trump is trimming and cutting away the chaff from the wheat. Okay, we'll see what it is. The best food to buy. The best food to buy is get is the food you can get with your own money and skills. Yeah, I mean the food bank ain't no good, man. You be better off not eating nothing. Shit, you better off not eating nothing because that food, when you keep eating food from a food bank, you're gonna have some problems, some health problems down the road. So fuck that shit, man. I mean, I wouldn't advise nobody to get that shit. Like I said, some stuff you can get, you might get lucky on it, but as far as nutrition, it ain't gonna happen. Buying your food is the best thing you can do. Sorry, it is what it is. But anyway, let's go ahead and play this one with Anton Daniels. Let's see what Anton Daniels sharing with us. Okay, he said, can't believe stealing. Black people taking items from store. Women's talk food stamp cut off. Okay, let's go.
Oh my God, they steal it!
Look at these young NYs. I don't know where this is at.
I'm not bold. Y'all ain't gonna leave out with it. I came for this shit. This is they all just nasty. That shit not cute. Y'all got mom and dad. Dirty as shit. That's not cute.
This is a message to the grocery stores that earn profit from those that are on SNAP and food stamps. And I'm talking about in the New England area. Shaw's, Stop and Shop, Aldi's, Market Basket, Zebra, even Walmart. It's time for you to give back to your community. Stop asking consumers for donations, because I know that's what you're going to do on November 1st, okay? You have made billions of dollars off of families that are either actually paying or that are on.
Because you want the corporation, the food market, but then some of these food places probably struggling. You don't know. You don't know their situation. Even though they made billions of dollars, they might be in the hole. I'm just saying. I know that shit sound, what she's saying sound good. But still, at the same time, no.
SNAP and food stamps. So it is time for you to give back to the community. You can create a little designated area. You can, in your little area where you have your
No, I don't think that's gonna work. What she need to do is go right down to Congress. Tell them motherfuckers open up the government. That's what she need to do. See, the thing is that the reason why Congress can hold out is because they still getting paid. They should make a rule where they shut down the government. They don't get paid either. That'll give them incentive to work to keep the government going. Instead of playing the political football here, see who's seeing who's going to make the first touchdown or whatever the case may be. I don't know. This is some bad shit about to happen, man. Real though. Anyway, let's continue.
deliveries for people that are picking up items. You can make a little space where you ask them a few questions and you give. You have boxes of food to give away. It should not weigh in and compress on food pantries because they're limited.
I want to call your attention to an earth-shattering.
Yeah, we just told you that.
Weigh in, y'all be well, and stop again asking consumers for donations. The accountability should rely on you.
Wow. Okay, so wait a minute.
So I know Antonio ain't gonna agree with that, and I don't know if that's gonna work. That ain't gonna work. You need to go to the government on this. You know, those corporations gonna do what they're gonna do. Oops, let me keep that. Okay. Let's see. Facts. Food banks are a roll. Yeah, food banks are a roll of the dice. Straight roll of the dice. And once people find out, and that this is a good food bank, they give good food out, they're gonna be there double time. They might give out numbers. You might be number 85, or they might just do a thing where they do the lottery system, and some people might pay the person in front who's pulling the numbers and shit. Give me a low number. You got all kind of shit going to food banks. How do you know? Well, I did the food bank, like I told you, so I know. Ain't no good. It's all kind of bullshit that goes on. And these people here just find out. It's gonna be fun to find out how bullshit the food banks are. This is gonna be something out here, but this is gonna be something for real though. Anyway, let's continue.
A minute. Let's address the first video where the young gentleman went into Wawa and they just start taking stuff out. And again, that if that's not the biggest problem in our culture, is that you got a group of people that continue.
No, that's a big mistake because they're gonna gaffle them. Because if this persists about 10, give it 5, 6, 10 days, trust me, somebody gonna call the National Guard in. And you're gonna have cops sitting up there at those stores. You ain't gonna be able to do that shit. And if you do it, they're gonna arrest all y'all because they got all y'all niggas on camera. That's one some of them motherfuckers don't know either. Anyway, listen to
you to make a bunch of other people look incredibly bad. And then y'all gonna sit here and act like, oh no, listen, it's cool. No, black fatigue is not even really a thing, yo. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And they think it's cute. And, you know, a lot of them didn't even have no mask. And they was just running in there pilfering everything and taking everything. And that aggravates me. It really does. And people feel like...
And the ones who's doing that, them young kids that are doing that, probably not on food stamps. That's the cold thing about it. Some of the black kids that was doing that, most of them probably, they just did it because, you know, just because they get some food. Their mama didn't give me no money this morning, or mom was short of some money, so they went in there, they got some food. They're not on, probably not even on food stamps. YN is doing some bullshit. That's all. But anyway, let's continue.
they could just go in and take stuff off of the shelves and that the world is just supposed to tolerate it. Now, if something would have happened to any of them, then y'all would have been trying to protest, talking about, oh my God, it wasn't worth the little Kit Kat that he stole. He should have kept his hands to himself. Straight up. I don't know how we keep on justifying and validating that this makes sense, because it doesn't. And it's ignorant, it's disrespectful, and it actually makes people look bad for those of y'all that really do need stuff, because then it's like, nah, get the hell out of here, yo. And then y'all also be wondering why it's a problem and why they don't want to open up inside of y'all neighborhoods and y'all communities, why they don't want to invest, and why don't nobody want to put no capital into it, because y'all don't even got no control over your own children. And I blame the parents and I blame the culture. I blame y'all for continuing to promote and say that this is cool, because now that it's going viral, now y'all starting to look bad. And if I was the parent of one of those kids that was sitting up there running out and stealing and taking stuff, man, I don't play that nonsense. I wish I did see my daughter do some stuff like that. I crack. Let me just.
We know what you do, and I do the same thing at time. Hell yeah. Oh, no way. Hell no. Oh boy. Where's the switch at? Where the bell at? Well, look, I can't say that. We can't say that. Get in trouble. These ain't the old times. Sometimes you wish you missed the old times. You know, the old days. But anyway, listen to you.
Just be out. Let me be quiet on that type front. Because that ain't even a part of this. I don't even like to put that type of energy on my family and on myself. That's just so disrespectful. People are spending their hard-earned dollars, whether it's a corporation or not. It ain't yours. It ain't yours, and you don't deserve to just go in there and take somebody else's stuff. And it's disrespectful, and ain't nobody gonna sit here and say nothing about it, but everybody is just gonna be cool about it, and ain't nobody got nothing to say. So that's number one. The second thing is, I adamantly, 100% adamantly disagree with what this woman is saying. And not because it's a possibility that the grocery stores can afford it, because number one, most grocery stores can't afford it. It's the reason why Kroger was trying to merge with another grocery store, because they're so up to their eyeballs in debt. And if you actually understand how money works and you understand the grocery,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. She don't understand that a lot of them are probably, because the profit margin probably is real low on certain items, and they already got theft already, so they have to take that off the top. Amount of food that's going to be stolen or whatever, and then food that's bad, and it goes bad. Maybe something, they get some food and food gets some people sick, and you got to take that off. We might have a lawsuit on. There's a lot of stuff with the grocery store you have to deal with. So I agree with Anti Daniels on this one, man, really, because this is the bleeding heart. Here she was talking about the stores. I wish that would happen. But to do something like that, it's gonna cost them money to actually put, set aside a place where people come to get free food. I'm sure they get it back off of, when they do their taxes and stuff, off of donations and stuff like that. But still, you can't ask the grocery store to do that. You need to go down to Congress, Capitol Hill, and get at them motherfuckers. Open up the government.
Grocery market, you'll know that Walmart sells 25% of all groceries inside of the United States of America, but then they lean on the other stuff that's in the store, the higher ticket items, the home goods, and all of that other type of stuff, depending on what the margins are and if people is just really still in the blind side of whatever community that they're in. But they depend on that in order to make sure that they can actually have a decent amount of sales and that they can turn profitable, because the margins in grocery stores are slim. Now, I don't know why y'all don't understand this. I don't know if y'all was just marketed to because of the Kamala Harris campaign last year, and she was talking about price gouging in grocery stores and all of this stuff. I don't know if that's a thing for y'all. But let me just help you to understand something. The margins are razor thin in grocery stores. The costs to pay people, run the store, management, theft, all perishables, things that just get up and leave and walk out on a regular basis, it feeds into it. So if y'all really want to understand why the cost of groceries are more, is because of certain things that happen inside of the community, like loss, damage, and theft. And we call it it's just bad. It's just bad. Now, the other side of that also is
Okay.
if
All right.
they want to, then they can. If you don't agree with whatever it is that they got going on, then you shouldn't shop there. But it is not incumbent on the grocery stores to make sure that everybody is taken care of in the community. I remember I was looking at, I forgot where it was. Was it Milwaukee? I don't remember where it was, but they just shut down like 6, 7 grocery stores because it was so hard to be profitable. And people just think that sales automatically equals huge profits inside of grocery stores, and they don't. They truly do not equal that. Now, even if they were making a ton of profit, that is up to them. That is their money. Y'all got to stop counting other people's money and say, oh, well, everybody else deserve it. The fact that people feel as though they deserve food stamps in the first place, and again, you talking to a person that contributes, you talking to a person that gives away at least $10,000 every single month in cash. I just went out last week and I paid for a whole lot of people's groceries, and I didn't even say nothing about it. My contributions to society and to my communities is documented.
I mean, if he's doing that, that's good. That's good, you know. But he can probably afford to do that. Most people can't. Even if they're rich or something like he says, they can't do that. Or some don't want to do it at all. But anyway, let's do
out of my own pocket because I tied to the streets. So it's not like I'm saying this from an elitist perspective or as though I never went through nothing or I wasn't born in the inner city of Detroit, born, raised, and still in the city of Detroit, the blackest city in the United States of America. I'm saying it from a perspective of you can't tell somebody else or any other corporation what to do with their money or their food or their resources or anything like that.
I agree with that. That ain't gonna happen.
What we need to be having a conversation about is how come people have tied themselves so far to the government that now they're going to sit here and tell us and complain that, you know, oh my God, I can't believe it, that the government is not feeding me and my children. Why are so many people having children out of wedlock? How do we create a society to where we can't actually live, work, and play and depend on ourselves, and we had to become interdependent on a bunch of people paying their taxes towards other people getting social services? And that's a bigger problem. That is the biggest problem. I was telling the people on the Millionaire Morning Show today that, boy, if it was for natural selection, people would just be gone. That would just be the end of it. And there would be a huge gap between the haves and the have-nots because natural selection would absolutely eat people alive because people are creating the environment that they don't want to be in, such as having a bunch of children out of wedlock. So a woman with 6 kids. I was looking at a video with a woman with 6 kids talking about,
See, the problem with a lot of them, they thought that they would be able to maintain this lifestyle forever. The government would keep on doing it. There won't be no interruptions. Not like they thought it could be just like clockwork. You know, now, and they didn't see the signs because they're being so used to getting it. They didn't see the signs that, okay, you got this person in some office saying that he want all y'all to work. You can't just get free money if you able-bodied between 18 and 20, 65. They say 65, but I think it's usually maybe under 40. And they might give you a leeway after you 45 or whatever. You might have sick or something, or you're just older or whatever. But basically, the number is like 18 and 65. You have to prove income. You got to get some income from somewhere. They thought the train was going to keep rolling without no problem. And they've been rolling like that for decades. Now, shit is coming to the end. The train is stopping. And even if, you know, they open the government and restore the food stamps. Some of these people probably won't be able to get no food stamps. Some of them going to be out next year. You know what I mean? Next year and be out of the housing. I think they're trying to get rid of the housing too. Or you got to get a job and then you get the housing. But you have to be working. But not working at all ain't gonna happen. And this is what I'm thinking. This is what's gonna happen. This is just actually the overhaul of the, welfare system. You see, you have to be working now. You have to be where everybody got to be working somewhere in order to get assistance. It is what it is. It's just that been so, and this is a Democrat fault. They could have been trying to take some of that money, slush fund money they got, and put programs where to get these people working. Work programs for them. They should have had work programs for all these sisters out here that was welfare, 9 kids, 8 kids. Do something. Work at the house, work over there, use the computers, and stuff, get them in school and stuff so they work. They didn't do that shit. They did it with Clinton. They made a attempt with Clinton, I think. They did that. He got a lot of people getting working off, but all he did is cut it down from getting a check twice a month to once a month. And that actually did hurt a lot of businesses when he did that shit. But anyway.
I can't believe they ain't giving me my food stamps. What? What? How? How is that a thing? Let me know what y'all think about this stealing and this obligation for grocery stores and other companies and people to give their money out here for people that say that they want some more food stamps. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description.
All right, that's it on that. Okay, let me get on back over here. Hold on real quick. All right, let's see. All right, so yeah, that's it on that. But let me see what was I say. There's too many. How to make correct Section 8 housing for child support for the checks. I declare that the party is over. Winter is here. Yeah, now disability is something else, man. If you disabled, that's different. But Yeah, but the child support, well, they're gonna be really, what's the thing? They're gonna be really leaning on child support now. If this goes on, well, like I said, they're not gonna cut it. So I think they're gonna, restore it soon. I don't think they're gonna let it go another month. If you do, it's gonna be hell out here. And I guarantee you, somebody's gonna get put on child support. They're gonna find those baby fathers. I don't know who the father is of the kids. And shit, they're gonna put somebody's name on there. So you gotta be careful out here, folks. You men out here, you gotta be careful. They might put your name on there, like some child support. They gonna get some money. They're gonna get some money some way, somehow. If daddy government ain't giving it to them no more, hey, they gonna do it. But I think all this gonna be restored soon. Like I said, I'm counting on the 11th hour, or maybe the first, second, third, maybe, or they find some money from, allocate some money, whatever the case may be, and he become a hero, and that's it. It is what it is. But anyway, thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming through. Blue Marble, Center for War, and that's it. High B or whatever, whoever that guy is. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm out of here. Thank you for coming through. Uncle REG signing off. Peace.